Good morning. Is today the 13th?
Yes.
April 13th. It's Monday morning. And April, welcome to everybody. I'm having a conversation here with Jeff Smith of Atlanta, Georgia, and Armando Herrero down in Armando, you're down in
Quintana Roo. You can
yeah,
say Quintana Roo, Cancun, Tulum, Playa del Carmen,
correct. Yeah. So,
Riviera Maya.
and I see we've got a new face on here, Mercedes. I have not met you, but I have seen you before. You've got to join us. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Thank you.
Where are you located at, Mercedes?
Well, I spend my time between Florida and New Jersey. Currently, right now, I arrived, excuse me, yesterday in Florida.
Are you in Dick Lee's organization?
I am not, no.
Oh,
I
you're
don't
not?
even,
Oh, okay. All
no,
right.
no.
So you're just taking a look at EXP. This is your first time to take a look, or you just heard about the huddle? How'd you get connected with this? Because I know I've seen your name.
Yes, yes. The huddle, I want to say I have it on my calendar. So I could have got, wherever it is, let me see. Oh, in Renaissance.
Okay. You've been on Jim
Yes.
Huang's Renaissance.
Yes, yes. So I attend other meetings and then so I went to the calendar and I was curious to check
Okay.
out your
Well,
meeting.
fantastic. Tell me, are you in EXP or what brokerage firm are you with?
Yes, EXP commercial.
Okay, you are in commercial. I know that's where I've seen you. Okay, well, fantastic. Who is in your organization above you? Is Jim Huang in your organization?
Yes, he is.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
Yes, he is right under my sponsorship. Like so it's my sponsor then him. But yes, but I in contact with him um, in regards to business.
Well, it's great to have you here with us. If you can, turn on your screen. We'd like to see the people that are talking to us. Christina, good morning. AU, good morning. AU, you got to turn your screen on as well. Michael Wiseman's joining us. Everyone's joining late today. It's 11:05. Everyone's clock must be off. It must have been a tough weekend. Everybody's recovering.
That's how it feels like.
I was watching the Masters yesterday, the golf championship, and Roy won. And he said, "Yeah, I'm going to party hard tonight. I'll probably have a headache going home to Miami or Florida tomorrow." So maybe everybody else has been celebrating as well. All right. So I want to say good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Morning.
There's limited opportunities for us here within EXP. And some of those opportunities are just a connection away, but we have to take advantage of it and got to do so consistently. Sometimes it can just be as easy as knowing who you're connected to and then sharing the opportunity with somebody else. So setting that as a placeholder, I would like Armando and Christina both to share a little bit about what you've got. Christina, keep it short. Can't tell us everything you have, all right? But give us an overview of the type of properties you have, the type of investment opportunity, and what we want to do within the huddle is just create deal flow for people because you never know who might want to be buying an investment property. And then all of a sudden you get a referral. And the
Yes,
person who can do the transaction with you is here on this call. So, Christina, why don't you go first? And then Armando
okay,
let you follow up.
okay. Uh, well, I specialize in condo hotels in general. They have an like a excellent ROI, and also the value appreciation of the hotel always grow around the 12 to the 13%. So you have a ROI of around 10% plus the value appreciation every year. So they are very good, and also you save taxes because when your client buys it buys like a not a commercial property, but like a apartment. So that you save 15% in taxes. Every Thursday, I can like an exposition about the property. So you are very welcome to come also. Yeah,
Talk
yeah,
about a couple of the properties you have right now that are coming out of the ground.
yeah. Well, one is San Reyes. There are only like 14, 15 apartments left. It's an international brand of hotels. San Regis is very well known. The other is Shat, which is like a wellness and regenerative therapies. And Ina, which is like a Mexican hotel, and it's very good. All are beachfront. So really your investment will be secure for the years to come.
Put your contact information in the chat if you would, Christina.
Okay, I will do. Thank you.
Armando, the floor is yours.
Yes, thank you. Well, like Cristina, I'm here in Maya. Also, I'm in partnership with her. We are doing some meetings here in XP. And yes, well, the developments, the products that I have, they are luxury real estate, like Cristina's, beachfront apartments. We manage pre-sale from the beginning, no? So the client can do down payment and then the 70%, for example, until and we also have immediate delivery. We have apartments and properties in Playa del Carmen, in Tulum, houses, villas, and beachfronts. We have all these kinds of even to be operated by the clients, by Airbnb, or even we have products that have been be operated like brand with international brandings, like Cristina told us. No, so here I am, Armando Arroyo in Quintana Roo, Cancun, Playa del Carmen, Tulum, Puerto Morelos, here even Cozumel. But Cristina is more focused in than me, no?
There's management opportunities also. If someone were to buy the property as an investment, there are management companies who will then book and keep the units occupied when the owners aren't there.
Yes, of course, there are a lot of companies. We can advise them to reach for their properties. So these are the projects: own management, company management, or international branding.
Do you have any upcoming grand openings that will be happening soon?
Opening, yes. Alcalay is going to be soon. Another. So we will be in touch, of course.
Christina, you're having a presentation each Thursday now. You want to share a highlight of when those presentations are?
Uh, yes, like how long? It's like it takes like 40 minutes, and I do also with Armando. So I will left here the link so you can join us. And also San Regis, the opening will be in July, and Ina also the opening will be by the ends of September of this year. So all the projects are like almost starting, so you can take a good price now and after have a good property.
Okay. Christina, you look very comfortable today. Are you laying on a couch?
I am in the spa.
You're in a spa?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, life is
Sorry.
good. We should all be Christina today. So I'm going to
Okay.
shift to the
Thank
Tampa
you.
area. Mr. Cowden, why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, what you're looking for? There are people on this call who could plug into your needs and could participate with you. So the floor is yours, John. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Thanks, Eric. Can you guys hear me all right?
We can.
Great. Yeah, so I develop commercial real estate, specifically single tenant, triple net lease assets. Basically, fancy way of saying we build one building, one box with one tenant inside of it. Those could be gas stations or quick service restaurants, the Taco Bells, the Popeyes, the Dunkin' Donuts of the world. So we take it from start to finish, from dirt to keys. We find the property, we put the property under contract, we determine the feasibility of the project, we build the budget, then we go find the tenant, and then we put it all together, buy the property, build the building, and then you have a completed asset with a tenant and a cash flowing asset. And then we sell the asset at the end of the day. So we take it from start to finish. We've got a dozen projects on the docket right now. One of them, most of them are in Georgia. A few of them are in Alabama, and we're looking in South Carolina. So we're always looking for people to bring us good sites, and we're always looking for good tenants to do deals with. A full scope of development services. You know, even if you have a piece of dirt, you don't know what to do with it, we can help you take a look at that. So we're always looking for capital. We're always looking for good brokers and looking for people that want to learn and help with the real estate development aspect. I've probably got 4 projects that are about to go for funding, and all 4 of those are convenience stores. So that's kind of what we've got.
You take opportunities in Florida as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah. What's a preferred site look like, John? Your top, if you see 10 sites, what are top ones going to have?
Yeah, so we're doing a lot of convenience stores. It's especially in Georgia, the market. When I say the market, the people, the investors that buy these assets has just continued to grow exponentially. A lot of that has to do with the tax safe haven that's provided. We are always looking for good signalized intersections. Specifically, if you can find me an intersection that's anywhere from an acre to 2.5 acres, that has a traffic count, a collective traffic count. So that means on both the main street and the side street, a collective traffic count of 15,000. I would love to take a look at it and evaluate it to determine if we could use it for a convenience store.
John,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just another caveat. We're not worried. We're not afraid of parcels that need to be rezoned. We do that all the time. We're not afraid of parcels that need a special use permit. We do that as well. It's a balance of time versus money. So if we have to go get a rezone, we just need the time to do it. And then everybody always asks, well, how much can you pay? It just depends on the quality of the real estate. Do I have to go get sanitary sewer that's a mile away? Is it good enough soils that I can build a septic system? So there's a lot of questions, and I'm happy to provide more information if somebody wants to jump on the phone offline after this call.
Yeah, John, share your contact information. Mercedes, tell us about what you're doing in commercial in Florida. This will be new for me too, so please share with us what your primary swim lane is. If you can turn your camera on, please do so, and maybe share with us also what might be in your buy box.
Yes. Well, I can start with I want to apologize, not turn my camera on at the moment. However, if it's okay, I'll continue to, answer your questions.
Please.
Okay, so I am actually involved, triple net properties, similar to what John was speaking about, but not on the development side. But I have some triple net, single tenant, fast food, CVS. So I do focus on triple net, single tenant properties in Florida specifically. And I do cover office space as well that I right now have a listing I just put together, brought in a tenant the state. So now I'm going to put it to market as a triple net as well. And I do industrial. I have an international project that I am working on as well in Colombia, hotel residential. And so I have a few things going on. If anyone is interested in what I've mentioned, I'm always open to give people some if they're looking to get into the space of commercial and what type of property, like type if they're interested or if they just want to be a general broker and cover different properties. That's what I'm doing right now. There's some stuff that I'm working on. The triple net stuff is already established. I have to bring it to market. And the hotel residential is something that I do want to start talking about, but I'm still at the preliminary stages with the developer.
You might see some corner lots that John might be interested in as you're going about doing what you're doing. So you two might be able to
Yes,
create some
absolutely.
synergies.
Yes. I'm going to definitely reach out to John and hopefully we have synergies.
Great. Fantastic.
Yeah. Be sure to share your information, and that's what this is. This is your. I put these together for community. I put these together for collaboration. I put these together for, for deal flow to place. That's what this is for, and it happens by getting to know each other. Joe, I was just going to ask you to share a little bit about yourself, but I see you've jumped off the screen. If you can, there you are. Why don't you say hello? I don't think a lot of people here have met you, so please say hello. Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you're doing and where you're at.
So I'm in residential real estate. I just started with EXP probably about a month or two ago, and I'm located in Connecticut. So eventually I like to get into the commercial end too. Just not sure where to start.
A good place to start is connect with the people that are here.
Yes.
The first transaction I did in North Georgia was with Mr. John Cowden, who's on this call. He represented the seller of a piece of property as a corner. Well, no. We represented the seller, and that's how we came together. And it was about an acre and maybe like 1.8 acres. And that's how we did our first transaction. And I've continued to try to source and find properties when I can, where I can, to facilitate his needs. The beautiful part about EXP, Joe, you're in Connecticut, and Mercedes, she's in Florida, but you can transact together within EXP.
Now, Erica, I'm a residential really on that side of it. Can I still do commercial with EXP, or do I have to transfer over to the commercial
You can work
side?
with a commercial agent to to facilitate it. And if you do it, for example, let's say you've got some family in North Florida and you're familiar with the area and you see a piece of property that might be perfect for what Mercedes is doing or what John's doing. You can simply give them a call and you can orchestrate it through the co-brokerage that we have because we have a broker of record in each state.
Yes.
That's one of the beautiful things that makes EXP work is that we get to go outside of our state and do other transactions. And each state might have a different requirement, but that's the channel that it's done.
So would it make more
Yeah.
sense if they wanted to do commercial to go still be able to do residential or no?
You still have to be working with, if you're in residential, you don't get the tool stack technology that the commercial agents have, and you'll have to work with a commercial agent and you'll be allowed a referral fee, and that
Okay.
will be determined between you and the commercial agent.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
So-
and just to elaborate a little bit on that, I've done a lot of business with on the rural EXP agents, referring business. Some of them stay involved. They want to learn, through the transaction, see if that's something that they will want to add to their portfolio, which is, joining the commercial side of things. But I would recommend if you're already in residential, do some referrals. You can, you the broker that you're referring the business to, if you could stay on board so you can get exposure, and that can give you, some insight to see if this is really the way that you want to go. On the commercial side, our fees are higher than the residential because of the type of systems that we use to market our properties. So
Well
it's pricier to commercial agent.
Yeah, very well said. And that's what we're here for. We're here to help each other grow from residential to luxury to commercial to business brokerage. All right, I want everybody to do something if you can.
Yes,
Go
absolutely.
down to the bottom of your bar to your reactions and everybody give a thumbs up to what I'm about to say. Okay, so let's get ready to give us the thumbs up. Hey, you, we're going to celebrate you and your real estate license. Tell us about who you are and what you're going to be doing now that you got your license.
Yes, sir. My name is Ayo. I'm a licensed general contractor in Atlanta, Georgia. I offer white glove services in the luxury new construction space, and I recently just got my Georgia sales license, and I'm super excited to be joining Eric's Clark team, and we're going to be building amazing, wonderful things together.
Yeah, super sharp what he does. He does a glove service. So put this in context. Think bigger picture, okay? I'm in commercial. AU is a developer. He builds homes. All right, but we've met. And we met probably about a year ago.
Right.
And we've had nothing. That's all it's been. Added value conversations. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, how can I bring added value to him that's mutually beneficial? What's that look like? So we formed a relationship. We talked over time. He does a white glove service for people who wants to build a home. But just like you, John, you want to have people out looking for properties for you. AU would like to have agents talking to clients who want to have their homes built, right?
Correct.
So through our network of EXP, AU is going to be joining our team, your team. He's team. He works with you, aligned with you. You can make a referral to a residential agent who has an opportunity now to have a white glove service to present to their clients of, hey, I've got a guy I'm working with who's building houses. John, you do the same thing with your corners.
Yeah.
Mercedes, you can do the same thing.
Eric, let me jump in
we've
real
got
quick.
85,000 agents that can be referrals for us. 85,000.
Yeah,
I've
that's
got-
impressive.
I've got 20 million of referrals under contract through referrals. What's the question, sir?
Real quick, just targeted at AU and forgive my ignorance. I don't know what a white glove service means. If you could take 30 seconds to explain it, and then would love to connect with you, AU, because I've got 3 or 4 parcels that should have houses behind my development. Would love to connect with you on those pieces. Let's connect offline and talk specifics.
Definitely. And to talk more about what white glove service is, right? Most of our clients, they couple looking for something unique, right? post-COVID, you know, the way we live and interact with development has changed a lot, right? In terms of what do they want in their home. So we take our client from the design side of things, right? Where they list all their needs and requirements in their home, right? And our job is to visualize what they want, put together a scope of work, obviously, while they approve everything that going into their home. So from the process of identifying their needs, sourcing the lots, getting permits and breaking ground and delivering the home. So the full turnkey service, that's what we mean by white glove service.
Gotcha. Tracking. Awesome. Thanks.
He just made it sound sexy instead of turnkey white glove. A lot of times you'll hear the white glove context packaged like, let's say, you know, you're developing for Circle K, Kangaroo, Shell, Exxon, right? Instead of, and they can take John Cowden Development Company, they could white glove that to Circle K development effort. They take your services and label it with them. It's a branding thing that you have an agreement with. AU basically is just bringing that service to a home developer, a home buyer, rather a home buyer, and bringing the whole service to them. So yeah, it's a turnkey is what he's doing. I was transitioning into how we can, after we congratulate you on getting his license, about the different ways you can create income within EXP. And you know, I spend time here with my group showing people how they too can build other income. You can build other income through mentoring. Now we have the group concept, which is just for commercial. It's a new program they put together. I have formed a group and we can talk about that offline. But, you know, we can grow income through deal closes and transactions. Revenue shares, team building. People think of it as recruitment. It is, but you do it through building relationships. I have not, you know, we've been doing these huddles now for about 4 or 5 months. I haven't done one huddle on recruitment, not one. It's been all deal flow, and that's been the focus. But I want to talk a little bit about recruitment today, agent attraction, building revenue share. Michael, you've been at this for a while. What does building revenue share and agent attraction look like for you? Tell us how you, from where you were when you came on board to how you're doing agent attraction today. There's got to be a difference of how you started to where you're at today. Talk to us a little bit about that, Michael, and what that means for you today.
Well, for agent attraction, so I started EXP, let's see, almost 6 years ago. It'll be 6 years in November this year, so 5.5 years ago. A residential agent with a family team of 6 kids, 5 licensed. We were closing 40 to 50 deals a year before we came over, and up to about close to 100 the year we moved over, and maintained that pace for the COVID years. And then as the last 18 months, 2 years, I really focused on agent attraction to build that right for the residential side. And in the beginning, it's very organic, which works, meaning you talk to agents, your co-brokers. Every co-broke that you know is a potential person that could be working here or with you, partnering with you. And that's an easy conversation to have with a co-broke agent. And then as I got more intentional, it was basically set 2 appointments every day, 5 days a week with potential recruits. And that's the last 14 months or so, 15 months. And so that took me from about 45 to 100. I added about 50 people in the last 15, 16 months. And I'm at 100, it's just over 100 right now. It's bouncing 100, 300, 405. And in 2025, doing my taxes, I was 1099 to just over almost $68,000 in rev share is what I earned. That's about what 100 productive agents get you in a group. So I have about 26, 27 frontline, 32, 33 second line, I don't know, 18, 20 third line and fourth line, and then fifth line a couple.
So when he's talking about lines, he's talking about the tiers, because we can build our team, our revenue share, 7 tiers deep. Okay.
Yeah. Think of it like a family tree. You put yourself at the top of a family tree. Your frontline agents are your kids, and your kids get grandkids and great grandkids and great grandkids. It's just you're building a family tree. So a lot of my time now is spent helping them grow So I had an agent send me 10 names. I says, who do you know that you would love to work with on a more direct as a partner, not just as a co-broker or as a contra broker, right, in deals. And I'll make those calls. So if someone gave me Eric's name, I might say, I would just call up, say, answer the phone, Eric.
Hey, good morning, Michael.
Eric, Mike Wiseman, eXp Realty, how are you?
Doing very well.
Awesome. Hi, am I catching it at a bad time for a quick second or?
No, I
Okay.
got a few minutes.
Perfect. I was speaking with Jeff Smith, and Jeff thought it would be a really good idea for you and I to
I don't
connect.
want to talk to you. If you were talking to Jeff, I don't want to talk to you.
I hear that. Well, if you don't mind letting me torch you for about 35, 40 seconds, it'll be over quick. But seriously though, Jeff and Jeff closed the deal, whatever, recently, and it went great. I know it got a little sticky at times, but Jeff really appreciated working with you, and he really felt you were a high-level professional and just a great overall agent and a great overall person. So I just want to compliment you on that. I don't hear those compliments that often, honestly, in this
Oh,
business.
thanks. Yeah, he's a great guy. We've done a lot of transactions together.
You bet. And look, the reason I want to reach out and after speaking to Jeff, I really hope this might just pique some interest is we are expanding into your market area, and we are looking for great agents like you, especially in the commercial space, agents that can do deals like you do and show the professionalism that you've shown. And look, I don't know if this is for you, Eric, or not, but how open-minded would you be to hop on a half-hour Zoom call? Take a look at what we're building here at eXp Commercial. It's like nothing else on the planet in commercial real estate. If you've not looked at it before, if nothing else, you'll leave with a lot of edification or education on what we're building. And hey, it may be a fit, and we'll talk more. Anytime, let's say Tuesday, Wednesday this week, what works best for you?
So you're trying to recruit me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, Eric,
so-
I hope you take it as a compliment because I don't make a lot of these calls. But it's coming from the heart and could be life-changing from a point of view of business opportunity. You like opportunity, don't you?
So that's what you're doing right now. You're making those calls to agents, to brokers, and you're trying to do that how many times a week?
I'll set 2 appointments every day.
Okay.
I'll set appointments with 40% of the people I speak with.
And do you have some type of connection to them? You use Jeff in this scenario. Do you normally have some type?
Yeah, good. Some yes, some not. So I'll do cold outreach, straight up cold. I like it when I get lists of names from agents because then it goes like we just had the conversation. That's what most of you should be doing. Hard up recruiting is I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's very challenging. Hard up recruiting has a lower conversion rate than you'll have prospecting for business owners to sell their businesses or commercial properties. It's a lower conversion rate just because they're in business, they're busy, right? They don't have desire to move necessarily.
And using that model, you've seen an increase in your recruitment. Tell us about, since you started really using that model, what you've seen take place.
Well, I mean, when you're using them, it's going to really depend. Again, for me, spending almost all of my efforts on recruiting, right? That was 47 agents last year. Okay. Not all first line, because I'm not looking only for first line, right? I'm looking for second, third line. I'm looking to build up an organization. I've co-sponsored 10 or 12 agents. Co-sponsoring is great. This company's going to explode on co-sponsorship. That's how we got on this call indirectly. I brought up team on. I don't know, you may have met Shannon Henderson and her group, right? Yeah. They're a KW mega team, hybridized commercial residential, hitting all kinds of constraints in the KW system. And as I got closer to bringing her on board, she was already signed, and we had a transition date. And probably 3 weeks before, I said, you know what, we need a commercial co-sponsor on board here. And I'm good friends with Keith, known him he's the first commercial agent. Probably said hello to me at an event that you probably had. We were there as well, weren't you, down there in Nashville, Eric? And so we've become really close friends. And Keith was the commercial. I brought him in as a co-sponsor.
Yeah,
and because of that relationship, now they've added 17, 18 agents. So of 40 some odd agents, a third of that is one person, and I've got 2 or 3 people like that. Right, that's what you're looking for, right? There are people looking for the opportunity. There are people that don't know it exists, but they don't know.
Questions for Michael on that. He gave you a scenario that works for him. Okay.
Mhm.
questions for him. We're talking about
Michael.
agent attraction.
What would you do for somebody that you don't know? How would you make that phone call? And can you reach out on LinkedIn or Facebook?
So a commercial or residential agent?
Residential, because that's what I'm doing currently.
I'll call you.
Hello.
Hey, this is Joe.
Yes, it is.
Joe, Mike Wiseman, real estate broker here in Midcoast, Maine. How are you?
Oh, what part of Maine are you in?
I actually am right near Brunswick, Bath, if you know the coast at all.
I know the old Orchard Beach area. So.
Okay, not too far, probably about 40 minutes south of me.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know, Joe, just us, where are you based, Joe, right now?
Connecticut, Naugatuck, Connecticut, outside of Waterbury.
So, Joe, I always say, hey, am I catching you at a bad time? Just for a quick second.
No, you're fine.
Perfect. Well, look, just for a little bit of context, like I mentioned, I'm up here in the Brunswick Bath area. Actually run a team, family-based team. I have 6 kids, 5 are licensed at EXP. I actually don't say EXP, but I have 6 kids, 5 are licensed. But over the last year and a half, Joe, we have been building something very different than my family team here. We close 40, 50 deals a year now on average, but I have building something now that's grown to 105 partners across all of New England. Last year, as a group, we closed $185 million in volume, about 560 sides. And we're expanding into your market. And I was just now doing some research in Waterbury and came across what you're doing, where you're doing it, how you're doing it. And from what I can see, it just looks like you might be a great fit for what we're doing. Okay. And what I'm looking for is just spend 20 minutes on Zoom so I can show you what it looks like and let you decide if it might be an opportunity for you.
That's excellent. What are you showing him, Michael? Is it Michael? Is that
yeah,
or Mike?
Either one. Yeah. So, all right. So, I'm looking at, let's say, Thursday or Friday, if you're on your calendar for a 20-minute Zoom call, which would work best for you.
No, Thursday's fine.
That'll schedule about 40% of the time. Cool.
All right.
Okay.
So that's
now, of that 40%, 50% will show up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a good scenario. So
perfect.
Yeah.
let's take a look at another way you can do it. And everyone has their swim lane that's working. Michael just told you what's worked for him. He's added 40 to 50 agents in a year doing what he just did right there. Okay. He's trying to do 2 meetings a day. Here's something I'm constantly doing. I'm reaching out to other like-minded professionals in commercial for me. And I them as a cold call as to, hey, Eric Clark here. I'm in the Northwest Georgia area or wherever I'm at. And I've seen some of your posts. I've seen some of the things you're doing. I'd like to get on a conversation and see where we can create some added value together. I'm looking to expand my network. I'm looking for other opportunities, and I'd like to connect and talk. I don't ask for them to do my Calendly link at that point. I just say, I'm trying to grow my network. I've seen what you're doing. I'd like to see if we can create some added synergies together. That gets me a high rate of return.
Well,
my next follow-up to them, I do this a lot on LinkedIn and on Facebook. My next follow-up to and on Facebook, if I see a residential agent that knows how to market themselves, I send that same thing to them in Messenger. That's a cold call. I do it in Messenger. Same thing. Sometimes I'll take a video and send it to them in Messenger. Okay.
Eric, is there any way to record what you send or get it out to us? Because I can't write that quick.
Yeah, no, this all recorded. This is all being recorded. I can send you the link.
Thank you.
And we can talk about it too offline, Joe.
Yes, thank you.
So then the next contact, when they follow up with me and say, hey, fantastic, look forward to it. Here's my Calendly link. Oh, by the way, here's a little bit about my buy box. This is what I'm looking for. Here's some opportunities I have. Can you share with me some things that you're looking for right now so that when we come into our meeting, I'm already bringing you added value? That's it. This is a business proposition. I'm just talking about opportunity. That's all I'm doing. I get them on the phone call. I do a Zoom with them. This is now my 3rd or 4th touch with them. You need 7 to 8 touches normally before you can bring somebody. So I'm already in my 3rd or 4th touch here. And then when I have that next Zoom with them and it's live, I ask them what's new and what's next. I'm still asking. Then I'll connect to them again when they tell me what's new and what's next. I'll follow up in my next email and connect them to people. Jeff, I did the same thing with you. I connected you to people before we even really started talking about EXP. You're the one that told me you were looking at EXP. All I was doing was bringing added value to you. That's all I did. And then after I bring that to them, I start asking them questions about, you know, tell me more about what you're doing. Where would you like to see improvement? What's really working well for you? What would you like to see working better for you? I'm into my sixth or seventh conversation, and now I'm inserting EXP. That's what I've been doing. I've been mostly helping my second and third tier grow over the last 3 or 4 months. And I've been spending my time here trying to build community so we can increase deal flow and transaction together. But that's how I reach out to people when I'm doing.
Yes, I am the proof.
You are.
They're like
Uh,
my grandfather, or something like that. Yeah.
That's right.
It's been amazing.
AU I've known for a year. Christina, I knew you for months. Armando, we've been talking for probably 8 or 9 months. And it was all about bringing added value to people. So I think sometimes we think it's so difficult to recruit. It's not when you can bring added value to the person. And that's what Michael's doing. Michael's telling them, listen, I'm looking at growing in your area. That's a direct. That's okay. That's fantastic. Because they're thinking, hey, he's growing in my area. What's he doing? If he's growing, maybe I'm not growing. Maybe I need to be with somebody who's growing.
Yeah.
So
Well, the follow-up is
there's
everything
nothing
too.
wrong with that. That's a
Yeah.
great lead in.
Then they're coming to my trainings, they're coming to my networks, they're coming to, so yeah.
Most people give up in real estate because they don't have support. It's the number one reason. They don't feel like they have support. And when they don't have support, their deal flow decreases. You show me somebody who's showing up and is doing deal flow, they're going to stay. We're all here to try to create different verticals of deal flow. And it's done through relationships. Anybody else want to add anything to conversation today? And I've got one more golden
cool.
nugget. Jeff, you?
Yeah, I got a quick question because I reconnected with a residential agent I know who's an entrepreneur, mover and shaker, and he called me and he said, look, I want to get into multifamily. Can you help me? And I said, absolutely, I can help you. But I'd like to talk to Thomas about coming in. If I were to bring him into EXP, then like Michael said, I would need to get a residential sponsor.
Don't have to. Is it a good idea?
Don't have to, but it's
Maybe.
really great. The co-sponsor was really created for that type of scenario. You're in commercial, you're
Right.
talking to somebody who's in residential. I'll give Armando as a great example. All right. Guess what? I'm not fluent in Spanish. All right. And
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not an expert in the Mexican market, but I know a guy, Cesar Cepeda, down in South Texas. He's fantastic. And he's also really plugged into the international network, international market, international investors. Okay. So I strongly suggested to Armando, and I introduced Cesar to him, 4 or 5 months ago. And when Armando came on board, he named Cesar as his co-sponsor for that relationship. It's the same thing in commercial with residential. I'm trying to see who's on here right now, but I've got residential agents and I've named them with co-sponsors for that very thing.
Yeah,
Now, it's important that they only name him as a co-sponsor, not the primary sponsor.
Correct. What I did, because it was a residential agent that technically brought me into EXP, but Cindy said, you need to have commercial as your sponsor because that's what the field you're in and you'll get more. Make her the co-sponsor, which is what we did.
Yeah.
So that would work the same way. I would become his co-sponsor, but put him with a residential agent to be his sponsor, correct?
Yeah.
It depends. Okay. You can flip that around. That Jeff depends.
Yeah.
Really, I look at them as very interchangeable. What's most beneficial for the agent, and if you're bringing in a pure commercial agent, then if you're Eric, you're Jeff's sponsor. Who's does that run?
Tom Crumpton's his sponsor. Jeff's in my T2.
Jeff's on T2, right? So you're bringing in a commercial agent, then you would be better off as a sponsor because, right, you're going to access them directly. And look, money is not everything, but it incentivizes. I mean, we all work for a living. So understanding that, understand the co-sponsor does not, it stops. Now, I often take a co-sponsor role very willingly because it's actually lucrative the first year or 2 years. There's a break even about 6-7 years out. You're actually ahead money-wise as a co-sponsor, straight cash flow.
Okay.
but it doesn't benefit my sponsors.
Right.
Right? It
Okay.
doesn't go to my tends to be from the point of view of what the value they have to offer. There's honestly not much there. Most of my people are pretty quiet above me, right? So I'm very willing to take co-sponsor role many times with a strong sponsor, like I might bring Eric in on a deal, right? Or you, Jeff, because I want them to have that access.
Right. Right.
Michael,
Okay.
do you have
Thank you.
the do you have Russ, is it Lagan?
Russ Lagan.
Do you have his video handy real quick on co-sponsoring? Do you have quick access to that?
I don't have it at my fingertips, no, but I mean, I know it's on the EXP. There's a toolkit for revenue share toolkit. It's right on there, right?
Yeah, revenue share toolkit.
Yeah,
The revenue share toolkit
yeah,
has Russ Lagan doing
right, yeah.
doing a presentation on YouTube about the power of co-sponsor.
Mhm.
It's really a powerful tool.
Yeah,
And it's designed for the benefit of the person who's coming on board. It's not designed for your
100%.
benefit, although you can benefit from it. But to be true to the intent of it, it's to help the agent.
Yeah, 100%. But the
And
biggest growers right now, because I track them, I get an email spreadsheet every month. Who's growing?
yeah.
Whichever number of agents, you'll get that email. Co-sponsoring is happening in more than half the cases now, like going forward, and sometimes more for the bigger. They're all co-sponsoring.
So if you have questions on this, send me a text, send me an email. We'll follow up. Mercedes, it's a pleasure to have you join us today. Joe, it's nice to have you with us on this call today.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Gloria, I see you jumped on, but you're hiding behind your camera, so I didn't get to say hello to you this morning. But it's a pleasure to have everybody here. And let's stay in touch. Let's collaborate. Let's communicate, and let's build and grow together. Okay.